Yeah. Ready to go, boys?
Gauge Gast.
Gauge Gast.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
You bet.
Really nothing.
Oh, I would just like
Too
to
special,
before we
though.
start. It's a B-day here at Creighton Prep. And the
Your
best-
lunch menu is?
Well, yeah. The best part about a B-day is when Mrs. O'Keefe has donuts and she's selling them for $1.
Hey, that's
$1
true.
a piece.
And,
I mean,
and
I-
technically it's a
I don't
donation.
have $1. Do you have $1?
I think I got one.
Just one?
Yeah, we can split in half. We'll figure it out.
Alright,
But I didn't eat
sure.
breakfast this morning, so I'm
Yeah,
banking on those
yeah.
donuts.
I am starving.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
She takes.
I'm kind of a
Venmo.
fan.
She does take Venmo.
I'm kind of a fan.
Of what?
And it's like a donation, too, so it kind of makes you feel good.
It does make
Like you're buying a donut,
Warm
but you're
and
also
fuzzy?
donating. A little warm and fuzzy inside,
me feel
as one
Gosh.
would say.
All right, let's stop talking about that. Cubs, you want to give us a little rundown of that baseball win last night?
Just obviously, not even that, and the West Side
and
win.
Monday.
And the West Side one. Give us
Give us
a
the
look at
rundown.
I guess Monday, it was, going in, we expected them to be pretty good. They were ranked 6th. I think we were ranked 4th. They're a pretty solid team. They returned a couple guys. I know they were missing some key players, but they had one of the best all-around hitters in the state, Dalton Barga, that I've personally worked with this offseason. He's pretty good. He's had a couple hits. He's their guy, but I think this year, our bats have been carrying us so far. I think we were averaging 13 runs going into that game, and we put up a 7 spot on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just, I don't know, Grant Wagner, he showed out that game.
You can put the ball in play.
He started.
Oh, did he throw?
Yeah,
He
he
threw the
started.
ball.
He started. Yeah, and I was just proud of how he handled it. I know his first outing didn't go as planned. He walked some players, gave up some runs to Central, but came out, played West Side. I don't think he gave up a run in 5 innings.
Mhm.
He was a dog out there on the mound. Got us outs when we needed him. I know we didn't have the cleanest game fielding and stuff. I think we
Yeah.
ended up with 5 errors, something like that. So I don't know. It's just
The bat's just been hot all around.
I
pretty
think
much.
that's what's been carrying
That's
us.
true.
We got a pretty good lineup. So
Yeah, well, you look at-
1 through 9 can get on at any
That's the
time.
thing. I look at the stat sheet and it's like everyone's got at least a hit.
Yeah.
You know?
At least
So-
one. I mean, there's some guys that are kind of struggling, just a little bit. But I mean, when you have,
And that'll just come with time,
Yeah.
seeing more pitches. But
I mean, you're also not seeing the velo you'll see in May compared to just because
No, yeah.
obviously it being cold and guys are gonna throw. I feel like a lot more off speed, just so they can kind of get it dialed in with the
yeah,
as the season goes. Because the sooner you get your curveball, your slider, your changeup dialed in, and you know where to put it,
yeah.
then the fastball just
Because
fastball always
Yeah.
is always consistent. You can always locate it. It's just the
Yeah.
3 pitches that you got to worry about.
their pitcher, the West Side pitcher that started, he was good. So
He was.
so last year I think he threw 5 complete games,
Yeah.
and this year we had him at 46 pitches in the first or second.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really good.
we got him deep into counts, and I think that's where we are. Where a lot of us it stems from is like we don't get out easy. Like we've battled through our bats, we work counts, get to 3-2,
Yeah,
just try to
that's-
make them force them. I think we made them walk us 11 times.
Yeah. That's
Hit a
so
couple hit
cool.
batters, took some stolen bases that we needed, put some
Yeah.
pressure on them through bunts, which is what Mooney likes to do. So
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
think it's just pretty cool.
That's so huge. Like if you can work a count, an extra 2 pitches, 3 pitches a batter, and you can fight off and foul off some balls,
Yeah,
and just keep that bat going. Like, yeah,
gives
that
you
works.
confidence too. And
Yes,
then,
yeah.
And then once you get a couple runs for your pitcher, then like I know Grant did a interview after the game, and he said it's a lot easier to pitch with a cushion, like knowing you have a couple
Yeah,
runs
sure.
and like you're not as tense up there. So
Mm-hmm.
He pitched really well too. I mean, obviously the West Side has kind of struggled with the bats, other than Dalton Bargo and
yeah,
I forgot who their 4-hole hitter is. I don't think it's him. I think it's someone else. Very good.
Jackson Yeager.
Yes.
He got hitter of the week last year. So the wind was blowing straight in, and I know me and Sam Ryberg got a hold of some balls that probably would have been out if there wasn't any wind. But I was surprised. He was barreling balls, and like they were still going a couple steps from the warning track with 20, 30 mile an hour winds
Yeah.
blowing straight in from center field.
Yeah, he's getting into
He
baseball.
doesn't pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It surprised me. I wasn't expecting how I knew he was pretty good. I think he was 10 for 18 maybe,
Yeah.
3 home runs, 8 double, I don't even know, some crazy
You
numbers.
got 3 home runs already?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
I mean, we got
so,
2 guys with 1.
Yeah. True.
including one of them right here. Yeah.
Oh,
Should
wow.
have had two last night.
You and
but-
G Sums, right?
Yeah. But I've kind of liked the way the juniors have stepped up.
Yeah.
Like Grant Sommers has basically been your guys' shortstop. He's had one throwing error this year, right?
He's had a couple, but I mean that comes with just repetition.
That's
and,
just so many reps.
I mean, I know last year he was on JV, so
Yeah.
but like that jump up to varsity, I know I made it my sophomore year. It was kind of, and playing the infield, it was kind of tough. The kids move a lot faster. The ball comes a lot harder, so you just gotta relax and make the plays.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an arm on him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
cool.
heard.
and
pretty
a
good.
bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's leading the team in batting average right now.
Right.
6 something. He's got like a point.
5. I think he's like
0.5.
500.
Yeah,
Something
it's
like that.
a lot of kids on the team are batting 500,
I
400,
think me,
300.
Elliot, him, we're all in the 500s. I know Bauer's in the 500s. He's only at 5 at bats, but
Yeah.
4 or 5 at bats.
400s.
Keegan is.
Yeah,
Ke-
400s are like
Grant.
Keely's been a long player, hasn't
he's been a little struggling.
He's been struggling,
he?
but
Been a
like
little light.
he's been getting hold of balls. Like he's hitting them hard. They're just going right at people. I know
Yeah.
he got a hold of 2 or 3 in the West Side game, and they just kind of just went straight in to
Yeah.
the wind, and the center fielder didn't move too much. But yeah, it'll just come. And spring weather here in Nebraska is awful.
And
So.
the on-base percentage, I was looking yesterday for all of you guys. I think maybe one kid is in the 200s. Everyone else is in 300s and
Yeah.
above. Which, as a team, like you guys can get on base. You'll take pitches. You'll get
Have you
hit
ever
by
seen
pitches.
Moneyball?
I mean,
The statistics,
That's
yeah.
the statistics. I mean, if you can get on
Um,
base, I don't care.
and I think that's what helps you guys. I think the first guy in the inning getting on base for you guys is kind of the key to your guys'
Yeah.
wins because you can prep has huge emphasis around like the bunt. That was huge last night because when you guys got that first bunt down to move Ryberg in the first inning when Ryberg got to second and Mooney made it on the bunt, I was like they can't really protect the bunt as well as
Yeah, it's gotta be a huge confidence boost if you can make it on a bunt and you get to advance the runner.
Yeah.
How many
it's-
times did you guys bunt against Westside?
I don't know, 3 or 4. But like most teams, like us, if you get a runner on first and second, it's an automatic bunt.
Yeah.
95% of the time,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to bunt.
And
him
people know
over,
that.
but- yeah, it's been
Like last night they knew that.
Yeah, it's been a thing. Like we've done that. Mooney's done that for years now.
Yeah.
So like, it's like you automatically know you get a runner on first and second,
No outs or 1 out.
0 1 outs. We're trying to get him to second and third, so
Yeah.
it's automatically going to be a bunt. Like, but I don't know. I know we've been good with our bats, but I mean, there's some against that West Side game. It probably should have been a better game for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we had some errors, but I think we left bases loaded, or we had bases loaded, no outs or 1 out 3 times, and we didn't score.
Scored once, didn't you? That's
Really?
Yeah, that was the
T-Moon
last.
told me that.
Yeah, we had bases loaded 3 times with less than 2 outs. We didn't score a runner twice, and then we didn't score a run at all, and then we had bases loaded with 2 outs once, and Grant hit a
Yeah, that was kind of
single
the game
that,
ceiling.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hit the base, and we
But
ended up scoring a couple.
The pitching is kind of, it's been a little shaky.
shaky, but yeah,
I mean, but you have Junior stepping up. Grant Wagner got himself into a jam against Westside. Pitched
Yeah.
out of it, struck the kid out, which was huge. And then obviously Louis Schneckenberger last night.
yeah. I mean,
He
got
dealt. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
was calling the game, and he absolutely dealt.
yeah,
Now, like you said, the cushion was huge for him. We had Coach Mooney come up to the press box and
Yeah.
did a little
Did
interview.
Did he get the start last night, Shaq?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, Coach Mooney was like, yeah, when he goes out there and you're already up 3-0 in the top of the second, yeah, the confidence in the pitch selection's a lot different. You feel more confident in your pitches, obviously, just because you have a cushion, you have room to work with, compared to like a 0-0 game where like everything has to be like airtight, exactly where I
Right.
need
Yeah.
to put
Yeah.
it. But I mean, the Papio hitters last night, one of them almost went yard. I mean, honestly, Bryce Waller,
the first one
that
to right
triple,
field, yeah,
that if the
ball
wind was not
carried.
blowing from right field in,
yeah,
that ball would have been gone.
Really?
It was killed.
Dude,
Yeah, he got
Papio, if you've ever seen like their basketball team, they run with big dudes.
yeah.
Had some
they're
big dudes.
pretty
They
big.
had some
They
fairly
got
big dudes last night.
guys. Like, I mean, they're kind of like a football score. At least that's how I see them. But they're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're definitely schooled for like. You don't look at the team and you don't look at them on the schedule and be like, oh, that's automatically a win. Because I know the last 3 years we haven't been able to beat them. We've lost 2-1, 4-3, 5-2.
Yeah.
Just like and we're just finally getting that win, and then it being Mooney's 500th win.
Yeah.
That was quite the accomplishment, and it was an honor to play for him on that. I mean, that's just cool to see. So
Yeah.
it was just all around a good game. We played good. Our pitchers got in there. I think the biggest thing is this year we've just been trying to put those runners, like, do our jobs more, like, not try to do too much, and just, like, when runners get in scoring positions, just try to keep it simple and score them, and try to give our pitchers more confidence going out there with a lead and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I saw something, like I was scrolling my Instagram, and I saw Coach Corbin for Vandy. He's like, the big thing I tell all the guys at Vanderbilt is that if you don't think you can get the job done, get the bat pass to the next guy so he can get the job done.
Yeah.
I feel like that's huge with prep. Like, someone getting a walk, okay, you're passing it to the next guy.
Yeah.
Another guy gets a single. Okay, you got first and second, no outs, and you just keep passing the bat. And I feel like that's the huge mentality. And that's how you kind of win games.
yeah.
Is just trusting the guy behind you to get the job done if you can.
Yeah.
And it's definitely been good that I think we had 14 returners this year, so just like playing with each other and knowing we all have each other's back. Like, I know on Monday night, I think it was the third inning, we were up 3-0, something like that. And I came up with bases loaded, and I didn't do the job, or bases loaded, 1 out, and I didn't get the guy in. And Grant Hatcher was behind. It might have been the 5th, actually, and Grant Hatcher was behind me, and he ended up hitting that single and
6th.
picked me up. Yeah.
It was
And
6th.
6th, yeah, and he ended up picking me up. So just, like, trusting that our teammates will have our back, and just, like, I don't know, maybe everything's just falling our way right now, but I feel like we're playing some good baseball right
We're
now.
playing
so.
team ball, which, like, we were talking about this earlier. Like, some other teams that have, like, studs, but they
D1
can't,
commits.
Yeah, but they can't necessarily
The
play
chemistry.
as a team, or
Yeah.
they can't get out there and do their thing when they have to.
And
it's
sometimes I think we credit that to Mooney because he's always honest about trusting each other and just like, I don't know, he's just a great coach, and I know everyone that's played for him can say the same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely big.
I mean, I think both of the spring sports this year have legitimate chances to
make a deep run.
make a
Stay
deep
on
run
golf.
and bring home hardware.
Oh, of course, golf.
Of
Yeah.
course, that's what
I'm-
I was. The first thought that came
Yeah.
to my mind.
Yeah.
What other
golf.
spring sport were you talking
I
about?
don't know about anything.
I was talking about
Oh,
golf.
that's what I was thinking too.
I mean-
when I think state championships, I think of golf. I don't think of swimming. I think
Well,
of golf.
I do
But
know. Truly.
I think all three.
We're
Shoot,
in
maybe
the-
even 4. I mean, track might even place. Like top 3, top
We're
4.
in the same position we were last year, where we're dry for state championships up until now.
Yeah.
But
I think
we
our-
have, what is there, like 3 sports in the winter? Wrestling.
Swimming, wrestling, basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have any girls sports, so.
So I mean, we were kind of at a disadvantage there.
And then
But I mean,
fall and cross country, and
Oh, yeah.
tennis.
tennis we're cracked.
Oh, weren't
we're
we
cracked
really
at tennis.
close?
We weren't even supposed to like
Did we
be
place?
that well. Yeah, no, we got second.
That's what I thought.
Dang, dude.
I mean, we had the best tennis player in the state.
Oh,
Zach
the
Lowe,
exact
35 and 0.
Yeah.
That
But
was
we have
pretty
good
good.
juniors too.
Oh yeah, I think
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that like I think spring sports this year, like all 4 of them have chances to bring home hardware.
No, I do
yeah.
too.
I know
Like
our
soccer,
Baseball's gonna be-
soccer and baseball.
Soccer is gonna be
Soccer's
good,
going to be
dude.
really good, and the juniors there are just. I'm in Tom
So
Hoover-
good.
I'm in Tom Hoover's class, and he's just astonished by how how good our juniors are this year. It's
Crazy. And then we got some good sporting seniors too.
And
Yeah.
sophomores, Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
I didn't know
already
he
has,
was
already has
until-
like 3 goals. I
Yeah.
think he had 1 against South. Thomas Pasali, the junior, 2 against South. Almost had a hat tricky.
Yeah.
But
And an assist against Westside.
yeah, I think honestly,
Westside. They
Or
play
not Westside.
South.
No. It was a game before that.
Mount
It was
Michael?
before Mount Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I think golf has a really good chance too. We were talking with Coach Raz, and
Defending,
he said Westside has a
title.
really good
Westside's
team this year.
Some of those Lincoln teams are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But we'll
Who's
always be
usually
good.
their Pius? Pius is usually
yeah,
like their
Pius
big.
is usually
Yeah.
good. And I think Lincoln South.
Yeah.
West
Yeah.
is supposed
I
to
was
be.
I was talking to Teddy last year, and like we were down after the first day or something, and then we ended up just coming back. So
I heard like Zach McCormick like stepped up and played a huge role. Like
yeah.
he was kind of like the 6th man. That's what I've been told. Sorry, Zach, if you're watching this and you're not the 6th man. But last year, and he came in placed 3rd.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who won last year for Pratt. Like got 1st overall.
No.
I don't
It was-
think anyone got.
No, I
number
think
one,
we
did
no,
they?
we did. Then we went
Rex, maybe?
1-3. I think it was probably Rex.
Rex and
And then McCormick got 3.
oh yeah.
We won 1, 2, 3.
No, we
No,
won 1-3.
1-3.
Oh.
But I mean that helps when you have And I think guys just did what they were supposed to do.
Probably Rex
Yeah.
or Jake Bohr.
Did we go 1-2? I remember seeing a picture of two guys standing in front of the scoreboard, and I know one of them got first.
It was probably Jake.
Yeah, it was Jake or Rex, one of them. I know they're both really, really good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, soccer's got a great chance. They lost to Southwest last year. Avenged their loss this year.
Yeah.
We were young last year, though.
That's true. We had sophomores kind of running the ship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that offends anybody,
No,
but
yeah.
I
feel offended.
you do.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, soccer's got a really good. Dude, baseball's got a good.
You guys
If
hopefully
you guys keep
get
playing
out.
like you're playing, man.
Yeah.
Or I mean, just get out of the district championship game.
I know that was
Yeah,
that was
sure.
rough last year.
Losing. Did you guys host?
No, we were.
I thought you guys hosted.
No, we were. I think we were. There's 6 or 7 districts, and we were like right under that by a couple points, like 1 or 2 points, and then ended up playing Columbus first game, and they had a Coastal Carolina commit on the mound.
Just absolutely dealt.
We put up 7 on them, I think.
Never
And
mind.
So that
yeah, we
was-
put up 7, but like they just
They
were.
put
They were
9.
just getting hit. 8.
Yeah.
And they were just getting hits that we couldn't really do anything about.
Mhm.
Bob wasn't really on his game that day. I think he was 9-1 last spring, and that was. I think he was 9-1. I could be wrong, but that was his one loss, I believe. And then our reliever didn't end up playing catch because he was supposed to throw the second game, so he kind of came in dry. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. But
You got a good shot.
yeah, and then they ended up winning. So, but yeah, I think, and then we ended up missing state or that wild card by 0.1 or like 0.01 points. I think it was like if we wouldn't have given up a run or if we like something like scored one more. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I was saying last night,
was
like
tough.
putting up 14 and only allowing 2 is kind of a very, very big like stepping stone when it comes to obviously run differential, like in
Yeah.
seeding. Because when you can put up 14 and allow a team to 2, and you guys average what now, like probably
I
nine
don't know what we
runs a
had.
game.
I know we were averaging 12 or 13, and then
But I mean, and then you got 7, and then you
7
put
and
up
then
14.
14,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you got to
It's
be.
probably 10 still.
It's probably 10. It's
Yeah.
probably around 10.
yeah,
But I mean, when you get to state in your seeding in your district, that's huge
yeah,
Yeah.
because that determines home field advantage.
especially like I know we haven't played like the toughest opponents. I mean, we've played Papio South, West Side, teams like that. We've played Waverly Central, teams like that. But like just beating those teams that we're supposed to beat, so we don't lose points. Because if we ended up losing, we'll lose a lot more points losing to those
Yeah,
teams.
that's true.
So Northwest, I know them, but I know like the points are different. Like they'll change all throughout the year. Like if the team's like 10-10, you get so many points. 8-2, so many points. Just like, but just beating the teams we should beat and not taking them too lightly.
How
I
many-
think it's a big thing for us right
Who's the
now.
best team in your district?
What do you mean?
Is it just class? Is Class A just one big district? Or is it kind of like basketball or football where you divided like 6 teams in a district? Like
I think
District
yeah.
A1,
I think there's
District
6.
A2.
Yeah, there's. I think we're in a district. 1 second.
Who's the best team in the Metro, do you think?
I don't know. I think it's kind of there's.
Honestly, 3 teams could claim that.
Yeah, there's quite a
guys
few
could claim
teams.
it.
Us, I mean, we'll be in contention.
Yeah.
Elkhorn South will be. Millard West, obviously.
Those top 3, like
Yeah.
Millard South
Millard
won't be
South.
that
Millard
bad.
South,
They're
yeah.
going to be pretty good. I know they lost some players, but I
Still
mean,
got that
there's
Vandy
no
boy.
one like too good where you know like they're gonna overpass. Like you're gonna count that as a loss every game, but.
Yeah.
Bellevue West not as strong as I thought.
No,
were this year.
they lost 8 of their 9 starters last year. The seniors,
Yeah.
so they returned 1 player. So I don't know.
They lost to Papio South. 3-1.
Yeah,
But what about Kearney?
Kearney's
kinda-
always pretty good.
Kearney put up almost the same amount of runs you guys did against Papio South. They put up 11, but they only allowed 1.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know their record. Like, I just saw it when I was looking through it, but I think. And then one team that's not in the Metro that could be really good is probably Lincoln East.
Yeah.
Just because they
Lincoln
run,
East is good. They
They're
got
so
some-
similar to you guys.
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, Coach Lonick, their head coach, coached with Mooney for
So long.
a couple. I don't even know how many years, but yeah, he was
time.
under him.
They do the card thing, don't they? too?
Yeah, they do the card. I mean, when we play like so we have these little play cards that
Oh,
we keep
right,
on our
yes,
wristbands.
yeah.
Yeah.
They do the same
But-
thing.
yeah,
They do the
Okay,
same,
yeah.
but like when we play them, we have to switch so much stuff up just because like anything we say or like our verbal cues and stuff like that, they obviously
Don't
know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Right now it goes it goes us, Kearney, Millard West, Elkhorn South, Millard South, Lincoln East, West Side, Papio South,
We're the best team in the state right now.
Fremont, Graham.
We're the best team in the state.
Right now, because of our rating and stuff, yeah.
Just blowing teams out, except
Yeah.
West Side.
I know there's two undefeated teams left in
You
Class
and-
A,
you and
us
East.
and East, and they're gonna give us a good run for our money at the end of the.
So when you guys go to St. Louis, obviously, does that
Yeah, this
count
weekend.
towards your Class A like standing record? Or is it like a separate thing?
I mean,
Because that's kind of unfair
N-
that if you guys go and you lose to these games, you technically haven't lost to a Nebraska team. You lost to a team out of state.
no, that I'm not sure on that. I know we'll get points for winning. Obviously, we want to win and stuff,
Yeah.
but I know Millard West went down and played. I think they're Blue Valley, a team from Kansas City. They ended up losing 2-1 there, and it didn't really change their standing. I guess they're still third.
Yeah.
So I don't think it plays that big of a difference for us, but yeah, I think getting the points will still points will just matter. Points matter. Every game matters in the spring.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a district game or a league game. Every game you play matters.
Yeah.
So in a way, we might not lose as many points if we lose, but we'll gain some points if we win.
Yeah, for sure.
Like usual, but
Do you think spring ball or summer ball is more important or competitive?
I think spring, just because like
I mean, it's like Legion after, right?
yeah, but like spring you have every high schooler. You have guys that'll go play nationally. You play
Right.
against them in the spring. You don't
that's
play against
cool.
them in
And
the summer.
every game is just every game matters, so you can't take every game lightly. And then just getting to play it, or knowing you're gonna end up playing it. I think this year they're now that both the state tournaments are at Warner and the new UNO
Tau?
field,
Yeah.
but just getting to know that.
facility's nice now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting to know you're playing for something towards the end of the year is just cool. And because
Yeah.
I know in summer almost everyone makes state. And this not everyone makes state, so you got to win your district. So that's just cool. But yeah, I know players differ, but I like spring just because every game matters. I don't like the weather, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like the competitiveness and just playing
Yeah.
against everyone that isn't from Nebraska. So
I guess we could talk a little bit of the Final Four. We haven't really talked about basketball. I mean, we made our brackets, talked about what
our
we made
brackets.
wrong.
Our bracket's probably not too bad.
No,
Is
it's
it
probably
not?
no. I don't think it is. I mean,
Because
we
we
had
had-
we had Duke.
got
We had
Kansas,
we had
though.
Duke losing though.
Kansas is
we
still
had Duke.
dancing.
I told you
Losing
Duke
to
was-
Tech. Yeah, okay. I didn't think they were gonna be that good
I
until
told
I
you-
saw them beat
Duke-
Duke.
I
I told you-
They're legit.
Yeah.
It's
We're gonna
Coach
say
K's
that.
farewell tour. They're winning it all.
For Coach K, and I didn't believe you. And now that I've watched them play these last two games,
They're winning it all. They're
they're playing for
upsetting-
something bigger than themselves.
They're upsetting
playing for
UNC.
him.
They're not
Duke-
upsetting.
Duke-
but
Upsetting. I mean, it's not really an upset.
They're getting
the fact
rev-
UNC still dancing is nuts.
They're getting revenge on UNC
Yeah, I think so.
from their last
I
home
don't
game.
think UNC is that good.
I don't either. I think they're gonna beat.
I think they're just
UNC.
hot.
I think
I think they're just hot.
UNC is gonna get beat by more than 10. That's,
Yeah.
that's just
True.
me.
I think it's true.
I wish.
I think
just
they're
wish
gonna
I could
play
see
with some
St. Peter's.
vengeance. That would have been cool.
But
They made history.
That coach is not staying there.
He's
He's gonna get the job at Seton Hall.
You think?
At Seton Hall.
That's where he went.
Oh.
That's his alum. That's alumni. And they are awful.
Seton
Like,
Hall.
I'm gonna be honest. Creighton should have probably been where they were. Like just seating wise, like
What'd Seton Hall get?
were
they got an
7, weren't
8.
they? Oh.
and
What
they
did we
played.
get?
We got a
They
9, but we
played
also played.
TCU.
Yeah, they played TCU. I would rather have played TCU though. I
That's
mean, don't get me wrong. We got the
San
win.
Diego, San Diego.
Like just because of the
TCU
defense.
is pretty good though.
But if
But
we
like
beat-
we played the best defensive team in the tournament. That
Dude,
borderline. That team
Teddy-
was good.
oh,
Teddy
that time-
Allen?
Did Teddy Allen for New Mexico State?
Mm-hmm.
Put, like-
35.
Yeah, he put, like,
That's
40,
crazy.
dude. But I
That's
was,
wild.
he's like, I mean, he just kind of chucks stuff up, but
Yeah.
like he's the type of player that you probably don't want to play him,
No.
but you literally have to
Dude,
because
yeah.
he'll throw up 40 points.
Everyone thought Virginia Tech, including myself, was going to make
Yeah.
a deep run
I told-
and lose in the first round. I feel like that's the thing with like
March. You don't know what's gonna happen. You
Yeah.
can't
There's always like
predict.
those popular upsets.
in the conference tournaments. Like last year, it was Georgetown winning the whole winning the Big
Yes,
East.
yeah.
Everyone thought they were going to make a deep run, and they lost to Colorado in the first round. This year is Virginia Tech.
I know
Everyone's like,
Colorado
Michigan
State.
going
Everyone.
deep.
Yeah.
Like,
Colorado
they
State.
did.
People didn't have Michigan going deep.
Yeah, they did.
Illinois,
Yeah.
everyone had them going
Illinois,
deep.
yeah.
Gonzaga,
Yeah.
everyone
Dude,
thought
all
they
the
were
one
making them the
seeds,
final.
I should-
except for Kansas.
I'm gonna be honest. The weakest team in the Final Four is Villanova.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
With their one of their with one
UNC by
with one no with
far.
one of their starters being like one of their best starters being out, and he's not playing on Saturday either.
Colin Gillespie
He's not legit. Stop. The last
is
time
carrying them to a
the
national championship.
You know what's crazy
Colin
is that
Gillespie's good, but I don't think he's like.
when they won the Natty in 2018, that was Gillespie's freshman year.
And he was a dog.
He was a dog. Don't get me wrong,
Dude,
he was a dog.
I swear-
Don't
He's
get me wrong,
been
he's
there
a dog.
for a year, dude.
He's, like, been there
6
forever,
years.
I
He's
swear.
a grad student.
I know
He's been there
He's
forever.
like getting his
Can't-
doctorate so he can keep playing basketball.
I can't stand him though. Like I
think he's good,
I
but
don't
like,
want Kansas to win.
you don't
just
you got
don't
rock
want them
chalk.
to-
I'm on the rock chalk chain. Train.
If there's
I
two
want
teams,
Duke.
I want Duke and Villanova.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I don't think Villanova's gonna win, but
you think
that'd
Nova
be cool.
or Nova and KU playing each other?
Yeah.
It's
The last
Duke
time
and
these two
UNC.
teams played each other, they played 4 years ago, and not Duke, KU got smoked by 30.
It'll be a dogfight though. It's a different team. And
Yeah.
KU's way hotter than I expected them to be. I
KU's
did not expect KU to play as well.
They're one of the best teams right now. I think if they win and Duke wins, that'll be a good
Yeah.
national championship.
Mm-hmm.
I think Duke comes out on top just because
Paulo,
Paulo is
he's legit.
he's
legit.
like,
Once the cramp started going away, he's that guy.
6'9" guard. He reminds
Yeah.
me of like a KD, but like
Yeah.
bigger, like jacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. They got some players.
yeah. I mean, this is gonna be a fun Final Four for sure. But like,
I think
if
it's
St.
great-
Peter's won their region, like, I'd be on the Peacock train all day.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we got a good matchup. I mean, we got Coach K's Remembrance Tour against their rival.
I think it's crazy that it's been I don't think they've never played each other.
14. Okay, so UNC's been in the Final Four 17 times, and Duke has been 13 times. Out of all the times they made it to the
They've
Final
never
Four,
played each other.
Never played each other,
I don't
even
think
in the
they've-
round of 32.
Yeah, they've
or
never played
round of
each other in
64.
any
ever.
They've never played in
March,
tournament?
not at
Well,
all.
that's obviously been like, they don't want that. Like, if I was on the board for making, a
And
March Madness bracket, I would not put those two teams together until maybe the Elite Eight in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get it just because like they're both genuinely really good teams.
Yeah.
And they're always 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s.
Even and they're usually
on
playing each other in the
opposite side,
conference
yeah.
final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, do you really want to see the conference final again in the round of 64, the round 32, and Sweet 16?
True.
No. Like, they would have just played. I mean, Elite Eight, sure. I mean, just go to the Final Four. But I think if you guys were to pick a team, who do you guys think would win the whole thing? Just Duke, just because of Coach K.
They're
Duke or
just
KU?
So good. I don't think UNC is gonna be able to hang with.
I
Duke.
don't either. Not with the way they're playing right now.
Would I be surprised if UNC, like, beat Duke? I mean, not really. They did it before. Statistically, UNC, just because of the amount of times they've beaten them, should win. But I wouldn't be surprised if either team walked away with a win.
Yeah.
And I think whoever wins that game will win the Natty.
Yeah. I think so too.
You think a 9 seed could win the Natty?
Hell yeah. Excuse me. But, I mean, why not?
I don't know.
Are they 9? I thought they were an 8.
8.
Nine?
They're an 8.
Are they an 8?
8.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But they're like the best 8 seed in the tournament.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault.
That was kind of like.
That's, yeah.
I
But,
think it's.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're an 8 seed and they end up beating, what, a 2 seed? They beat a 1 seed. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
they
they're-
could do it.
One seed
cool.
did they beat?
Baylor?
Baylor.
That
That
I mean,
was
they let
the
Baylor-
greatest game of the tournament.
I mean, they let Baylor come
No,
back
let's
by
talk about
25.
the-
They're by like 26.
Let's talk about the Miami KU game. How do you lead by 6 at half?
I don't know why everyone-
KU goes on a 47-15 run.
I don't know
Yeah,
why. I don't
second
know why
half.
people are like kind of surprised it happened. I mean,
They
it's
outscored
6.
'em.
47-15.
Yeah.
That's
Well, no.
32 points.
I know that. But it's like when a team comes out of halftime and you're only down 6, it's like different than being down by 15.
Yeah, but they should be able to keep it close.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they should have, yeah. And I mean, KU blew them out in the second half. But if the game ended in the first half, Miami would have won. But game did not end in the first half, and
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what
I
are
mean,
you trying to tell us
honestly,
here, Colin?
I'm not surprised that KU came out and beat them
Well,
by
obviously,
that much.
no one thought Miami was going to win, but I thought it'd be a closer game than a 47-15.
I don't know
run
how
in
you
the
played
second half.
that bad at basketball
Yeah.
for the last 20 minutes, but play that good for the first one. Because it wasn't like KU was like necessarily playing bad.
Miami
No,
was
they just weren't
playing
hitting. They
good.
weren't hitting threes.
Yeah,
That was the
no.
biggest thing for them.
Yeah.
And it was only a matter of time.
The Elite Eight was just not that appealing. It was the
No,
games.
Sweet
When you
16 was
when you look
so
at the
good.
teams and you look at the Elite Eight, like we should have good games, and they just weren't.
Duke.
There was
Who Duke beat by
teams
20?
that got
Arkansas.
Duke beat Arkansas by 20. St. Peter's got beat by
20.
20.
17.
KU beat Miami by 30.
Yeah.
Who was the last one? Villanova. How bad they win? Who'd they
No,
play?
that was a tight game.
Who'd they play?
They beat them by 10, didn't they?
Well, it was super low
Tex-
scoring.
no.
No.
Who did Villanova play?
Was it a 1 seed?
Purdue. Purdue.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Purdue lost.
I'm pretty sure it's Purdue.
We're
St.
looking.
Peter's beat Purdue.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Villanova played.
Who did they play?
Oh shoot.
I think it was a Southern school.
Boys, I shouted out the thing and then I actually did not put the link. So that's why it's not working. Hold on. Oh look.
Here, I'll look who they played.
Dude, I feel like an idiot not knowing this.
Who did they play, bro? When was that, Sunday?
Yeah.
North Carolina, St. Peter's, Kansas, Miami. Houston.
That's who it
That
was,
was
yeah.
Houston could not
Yeah.
buy a bucket that
Yeah.
game.
And no, it was
They
bad.
were struggling.
Dude, Houston was playing really good before that too.
Yeah.
50-44 though.
I mean,
That's a low scoring game.
Yes, that
That's not
was.
even 100
well,
points.
I think Nova let them score the last 4 points. Like, just so they get the ball back. I think. Like, it was not. I think they were up 10 with like 30 seconds left, and like Houston got like 2 turnovers. I think
remember
that's what it
watching that
was.
game, yeah.
And then like just to make it by like what 6-point loss.
Yeah, it was 6 points. It wasn't bad.
But I mean, when you look at the box score and like you actually watch the game, it's 2 different things. And I think Nova played like really really well. And if you're gonna beat Nova, you have to hold Nova to under 50 or like close like 50 to 60 range. And they did, but Houston just couldn't hit anything.
Yeah.
Like that's how Creighton beat Nova in the middle of the year.
So big. Like
Yeah.
their guards are big.
Well, that's their whole offense is guards posting up and getting in the
Yeah.
paint.
I
That's the
think
whole offense.
Samuels,
Gillespie does it too.
Gillespie does it too.
I love that guy. I think it's
I hate
I don't
him.
think he's the truth, but he's pretty.
I don't think he's the
I think
face
it's-
of Villanova, but I mean, people call him that.
I think it's crazy how there's all 4 blue bloods in the tournament.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
like that's just
That is
cool.
true.
Well, people said it when Michigan was in the Natty game too. When they played Nova in the Natty game, what in 2018, right? It was like Gonzaga.
That's not a true blue bloods.
Crane-
Blue
Crane-
bloods.
Crane's blue blood. They can win it.
I think the
They-
blue. but,
I
like,
mean,
it's-
they almost beat KU for sure.
I think it's like the true blue bloods, like Duke,
Those are
UNC,
like
KU,
like, when I think college
Villanova,
basketball,
Kentucky.
I kind of think about those teams.
Yeah,
I do too.
Duke,
It's
North
a
Carolina,
very, like, this is probably a
Kentucky.
good little PR run for March Madness right now.
Very.
I think the games will be good.
Yeah,
But
the
I
pure-
think if KU plays like they played against Creighton, they're gonna get smacked.
But yeah, for sure.
Well, Creighton also shot lights out in that game.
Creighton's-
And Villanova can shoot lights out.
Yeah, but that's a big
Yeah.
if. Creighton, Villanova is a better version of Creighton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
they're
old. They're
the
just
same
older.
team,
They're
though,
just
dude.
older. That's really the difference.
Dude, whenever
Yeah.
Creighton and Villanova plays,
It's
It's
so
always a
good.
good game.
It's
so
electric.
good. It's
It's
a dog fight.
yeah.
Yes, they are the same team. And
Yeah.
Mac and
Jay Wright are
and
great
Wright
coaches.
both great coaches.
Never bet against Jay Wright in March.
In March.
I mean,
Or Coach K at this
I mean,
point.
you don't bet against those two guys.
Izzo too. And
I
like,
did.
but Izzo played him close.
Izzo played him close.
But
Izzo didn't have the-
didn't have the guys.
He didn't have the team. Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
he didn't have the team he normally does.
Yeah, they got knocked by Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's a good. Obviously, it's a very good PR for March Madness to have these 4 teams in. But I think that if St. Peter's made it, it'd be way better PR.
Yeah,
Not at
'Cause-
all.
that's like a Coastal
What?
Carolina.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, it'd
Oh,
be cool
okay.
that they're there, but
But they'd probably get
they're gonna
smoked.
get they'd get beat by 20. I think it's just crazy how they don't have as much they don't have like barely any money for their basketball team, and they made it that far.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is nuts.
No
Their
one.
campus
no
is a
one-
street.
yeah.
It's a single street.
Yeah,
No one-
It was like someone passed by it and said like, "Oh, is this like the local high school?"
No one believed in them except them, and I
Yeah.
think that was just super
That's
cool.
that's the coolest part of March Madness
Yeah.
is seeing people.
I bet they had like a Coastal Carolina or the little Chicago effect where they like there are a ton more people go there and they get a bunch more money.
Yeah. I mean, why not? It depends if their coach stays.
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't know if
He made it to the Elite Eight, didn't he?
when he the last time
Yeah,
he was in the
played.
tournament.
Yeah, he made it to the Elite
For
Eight.
Seton Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, when the announcers or whatever, the 4 guys talk on like TNT, it's like what? Clark Kellogg, Kenny,
Yeah,
Charles Barkley, and I could never remember the guy on the far left's name. He's like kind of the black fuzzy hair, like
Stephen A. Smith.
no. But I want Iguodala. I
Taking my
cannot
last
stand.
shot.
I cannot stand Clark Kellogg, because he just dogs on Creighton the whole time. What do you mean?
He doesn't like Creighton.
No, like he hates them. When Creighton beat San Diego State, he was like, Creighton's an awful team. Creighton almost beats KU. Creighton could have won that game if they didn't throw that turnover.
They should have.
Very, very with like a minute left. He was like, Creighton just didn't play well. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking
Like,
about?
Creighton played. That is probably the best game Creighton had played since they beat Providence.
Yeah.
They
That 30
Providence was the
from
best game of the
East.
year. That was
Hot
easily
take.
what?
That's a hot take.
What?
I just like saying that.
Oh, you just like saying it?
Yeah, whenever you say anything controversial.
But I mean, that's really
Give
it.
me Duke.
Give
all
you
the
Duke?
way. It's happening.
I got KU. Too.
I got
Let it
Duke.
happen.
I'm on the Blue Devil
I
train.
want to see Duke, but I think
I don't think KU's got the strength to do it.
Give me Duke. Paulo's taking it home.
Just playing for
Paulo
something.
Wendell.
Playing for something bigger than yourself is basically the elevating factor, because it's
I
like
think it's going to come down to coaching.
I think will too, and
honestly do.
I think Coach K will outcoach.
I think these 4 games are going to come down to coaching. I think they're all evenly
in that
matched.
case, it's gonna be Nova and Duke.
Yeah,
I
because
think
Jay
they're-
Wright will end up out coaching Bill Self.
Yeah. But I think all these teams are pretty good.
That would be a great game.
I know UNC is just getting a new coach, and I know Duke's
He's
going to be good for years to come still. Like,
Well,
did you see?
They're
he's-
young, dude. They
that-
get all the talent.
I know, but
Yeah.
that assistant coach has been under Coach
K
K for
since he's
years
been
now.
there,
Oh yeah, and he's gonna
And
get.
did you see the recruiting class he's already had?
Yeah,
he
it's-
has the number 1 recruiting class in the 2023 and 2024 class.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so nuts.
Well, I think that this is the UNC coach is the first ever head coach to go to the Final Four in his first ever season. Being
Is this
a
his
coach.
first? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's first year. Because Roy Williams retired last year, right? Yeah, at the end of last year. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, he will be a great coach for UNC. I think he'll be like Roy Williams-esque, just because he's taken him to the Final Four in his first
sure.
every year. And obviously, because you have to learn like a whole new. I don't know if he was like assistant under Roy. He might have been.
I don't think they won't. I don't think Duke will have to learn very much new. I think
No,
he's
I
gonna
think they'll
keep
keep it the exact same.
same
The work ethic will be the
culture
exact
and
same.
everything. But
Yeah, Duke's there.
some things might change, but I don't think too much will
I
change.
think-
I don't think it'll be a huge change, like getting a new coach in.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I mean, obviously I'm a Creighton homer. Creighton's got a really good shot next year, just because of how young they are. Like 2 young point guards.
Wasn't he talking about transferring?
Yeah,
I don't know,
he's
yeah.
gonna be gone
I don't know.
just
We'll
because
see.
he's not gonna play next year.
I doubt it, but
Ryan Nembhard is that guy.
Yeah, but they can move him to just like.
Nope, you
Shooting
got
guard.
Trey.
Yeah, shooting guard.
You got Trey.
Sharif
I
he'll
don't
get
know,
back
I
in
don't
the
know,
starting
Trey's all
five.
that.
You don't think Trey's all
I
that?
don't know.
Stop.
Trey's good. Dude. I think
Trey is-
Kaluma's all that.
I think
Kaluma's
the
that guy.
3
Kaluma's
freshmen.
Kaluma's
He's
a
him.
Justin Jefferson, like
Esque,
Draymond
yeah.
Green type of guy, and he can play basketball.
And
He'll
I
be
think
good.
that with the 4 guys we're gonna have next year. I mean, we're losing 2 guys in our starting lineup.
AOC?
AOC and Hawkins.
Hawkins?
No, Kalkbrenner.
We're not losing Kalk.
That was senior.
No, he's a sophomore.
He redshirted last.
Yeah, he redshirted.
Oh.
Redshirted and COVID.
Hawkins is a senior. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think losing those two obviously it hurts, but like we have so many good guys that are gonna be able to replace them.
Maybe Sharif fills Hawkins.
And we got Jason Green next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
A whole little hometown kid.
Hometowner.
Something
You think he'll actually play?
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Defense is
I don't know
good.
if he'll play 5.
No.
He'll be like a Kaluma, I feel like.
Yeah.
He'll be a Kaluma's backup. I mean, Kaluma can get into foul trouble, so I think if Kaluma can,
Yeah.
if he gets into foul trouble,
It'll be
nice little
interesting to
Jason
see,
Green.
though.
Hart will be good. I don't really think about that.
I think the 3
I think if
starters we
Sharif comes
have-
back, he'll be good.
I just don't know if he will,
Yeah, I don't know.
because he'll actually have to compete for his job.
Time will tell, though.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. All right, we gotta wrap this
We
up.
gotta wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know what I was talking about. I wanted to say something about the